The private company building a crowd-funded border wall in New Mexico gets good news from city officials. The mayor of Sunland Park reversed his cease and desist order Thursday, which allows construction at the site to resume. One America's Neil W. McCabe caught up with the leaders of We Build the Wall for their take on the situation.
Brian Kolfage, the founder of We Build the Wall, told One America News that when he first came to this site 2 months ago, he never imagined that his vision of building a private wall would happen so quickly here on the border with Mexico.
You know, I thought it might take about 4 months from the time we met the owner to get it done, and we did it in about half that time. And I mean, it's just amazing. It shows it's not just us. It's, you know, that process was all Fisher Industries, Tommy Fisher. That's his team. They worked extremely fast. And it shows the work ethic they have, and that's ultimately why we hired them, because they had that work ethic, they had the process down, and they're great Americans.
Challenges and the fake news hit pieces in the mainstream media, Kolfage was able to smile with his team and look up to the mountainside from the Rio Grande River and see his vision become reality.
Biting my lip was very difficult to do, and everyone knows I'm not one to bite my lip. And with all the attacks against me and our team, it was very difficult. I mean, they slung so much mud on us, and it was ridiculous. And when we reached the point where we could finally show the world what we built, it was just a relief off our shoulders.
Former Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach vetted the contractor Fisher Industries and ran the traps with the owner of this private property, and even more so with the city of Sunland Park, New Mexico.
Ezekiel 22:30. I looked for someone among them who would build up the wall and stand before me in the gap on behalf of the land, so that I would not have to destroy it. But I found none. Well, that was then, and this is now. We had this gap, and We Build the Wall stood in the gap and built the wall on behalf of the land. That's exactly how we feel about this wall.
Kobach, who was blocked from a White House job by Senate Republicans and senior administration officials who support open borders, told the We Build the Wall supporters that he personally briefed President Donald Trump on this project.
I've personally briefed President Trump on this exact section of wall in the Oval Office 3 weeks ago. Told him all about it, and told him how we were building this out of 75-year lifetime steel, how we were doing this 18 feet tall, and how we were going to have a concrete access road. And President Trump, who's a man of details, immediately started asking questions. Are you going to put the climbing plates? What do you think about climbing plates? How tall are those bars? Are you going to paint it? You know, he wanted to know what it was going to be like, because he is intrigued by building and by getting the job done and by solving this problem.
President George W. Bush erected a wall that protects El Paso, Texas, but that wall stops at the Rio Grande and does not continue into New Mexico. The We Build the Wall team was tipped off about this spot by law enforcement officers who were helpless to stop the hundreds of migrants and traffickers passing through this wide-open gap every day. Retired Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark is a member of the We Build the Wall board. He told One America News that even though this wall is in New Mexico, it is really protecting Milwaukee and the rest of the country.
Every town is a border town, and even in Wisconsin, we have a heavy influx of illegal aliens, mainly in the urban areas. I was the sheriff in an urban county, Milwaukee County. We're dealing with it. I know this because we had many of them locked up. I did work with ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, in terms of giving them information so that they could do what they're tasked. And once they get through the border, and that's the importance of border enforcement, any immigration talk, plan, whatever, corrective action has to start with border security. You have to seal the border.
We've been like good stewards to this money. We've ensured that we've done everything right with this money, and we proved it. We proved it when we built this wall now, and we're showing the American people that we can be trusted. We followed through with every single promise that we had.
Neil W. McCabe, One America News, Sunland Park, New Mexico.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.